Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Swing Trading Show. Okay, let's see where we're at now. Okay, so after making a new high, we are experiencing a little correction, but nothing very bad so far. Just a normal correction. The market went up this morning on the earnings. Most of it, anyway, at the beginning, the market rose by 200 points at the opening of the market, and that reason was because of Apple and Boeing that were doing a very big movement. And when these stock goes up by $1, the Dow Jones opens up by 7 points. And so the total of the stock were going up by $30 about this morning. So that's the reason of the increase, that the first thing we had this morning. It's still a positive movement, but still not yet a new bullish cycle, and of course neither a bearish cycle, except on the Dow Jones. Finally, we broke out through this resistance. Let's check this out on a 15-minute chart. So anyway, slightly, but we have made a new high on the Dow, but not on the SPY. So only one market broke out. Will it continue or not? That's the big question so far. And look at the result this morning. Apple went up on breaking out on the news, and since the stock couldn't make a new high yet, so I have some concern about breakout on earnings. We know that a couple won't even work, and okay, I'm receiving something here. Okay, let me put it silence. And so Apple, the earnings were just 1 cent better, 417 to 118, minus 4% in the sales. And Boeing has a good result and had a stronger breakout, 455 to 548. and but still the stock will not maintain its increase. McDonald's went up and down, and now it's totally neutral, 189 to 197. eBay 68 to 71, no new high for eBay. And AT&T broke down on 2 cents better to 86. Advanced Micro Device has rose this morning with the earnings as expected at 8 cents. And CNR 147 to 149. The stock is down on a better earnings. And CGE went down and came back up to the support after coming out with 1 cent better at 112 cents. Intel, which is just moving a little bit, has made an offer between 5.5 and 6 billion in shares and money to Mellanox Technology. That's what we see. Vail is bouncing back, and Vail has said that they will close on up to 10% of their production, iron production, and they will put out of service 19 dam that looks like the one that broke out last week, and they will spend 1.3 billion to take them out on service within the next 3 years. And the CEO said that the number of casualties passed from 65 to 84 on the last flooding there. So that was very nice news. So look what's happening this morning. We got USO breaking out. So finally, we had a nice movement on USO and going through its resistance. So the stocks are starting to come, to produce, but we're still waiting to see more numerous signals, and only PRX and Canadian National Resources did well this morning, and the others, we just keep waiting for them, like Suncor did not break out, and Tourmaline is not breaking out, Enerplus neither, Imperial Oil neither. So most of the stock remains under the resistance. Shawcor is close, but it's still got to be 2040, 2050 before we have a signal there. So it's a good start, but still we're still waiting for a stronger movement on the energy sector. The gold is not progressing anymore. It's stopping right now since yesterday in the morning after the increase, and the stock has started to do a correction. So it's the end of the bullish cycle for the moment. At this point, you should have securized all your gold position and wait to see if we're going to keep going up or not. And we'll see that over the next few days probably. And in the mining today, First Quantum continued a little bit yesterday's movement, but didn't go very, very far. So actually yesterday, 13, 50, 40, 50, 60, we had a breakout, and now it's 40 cents higher. So not much for a profit, but it's still positive, but I just don't recommend it. We opened a position on Hudbay Mineral today in the Market Guru's portfolio, and but it's not quite ready yet. Consumer discretionary, it's under correction. Telecom also. Financials refuse to go any higher. They're not maintaining yesterday's breakout on a few banks. The industrials are straight flat. Correction for real estate, correction also for utilities. Staples is doing also a correction. The whole sector looks bad right now after failing to pass really the resistance. So a correction has begun in most of the stocks of the grocery stock. So it's not a buy anywhere near there. And the technology are also making a top. So there's not much stock in progress there. Kinexis would be okay, like 78, 79 bucks. Descartes at 42, and BlackBerry almost 11 bucks. So there are a couple of interesting things, but they're not quite ready yet. So as many stock remains in correction as OpenText. So So the action was a little bit in the cannabis this morning, as a few stock had produced. You see that weed has given a few intraday signal earlier. Right now it's totally on the calm side, so it seems to be done, but there's not much correction. Aphria did well too for a little while here, starting around 10:45, and it's still making some attempt to break out once more. And a couple of others, Chronos also did well, starting at 10:45, and it's also at the top of the day. And NBEV did the same thing, but has found some profit taking so far. So we're still in not too bad position in the cannabis. Some stock are starting to do better. Look, the ETF is close to break out, and the three ETF are in the same situation. There was a new not a new player, but a new upswing this morning on Chiron's Life, on Tetra Biopharma, and they're the one. But most of the others are still now at the resistance, not providing a new signal in swing trading. But you know, that's something that could come over the next few days. You see, like Aphria would be a buy signal just over at 10:30. Okay. Next entry point, Dennis is asking about the Namaste. Okay, it's quite clear, right? You know, right above this resistance there, because the stock has failed to pass it in the last movement, and many stock has rose quite a bit over the last few days, and Namaste did not do the movement. So it's hard to see, because even on a 5-minute we only see this movement, which is this one here. So really, you know, here there's a 10 cents potential, but the real potential will be when this will start around 170. Because other than that, under this line here, it's only small day trading that you can do. So the real new uptrend will begin around 170, 175. Where do you see CIA from here? Do you think this is the time we bust through this is the time we bust through 150, strong volume, multiple trades, gap up, and no news, but stochastic is high. Okay, let's go through it once more. I did it quite a few times this morning. Okay, so oh, not this one, but this one, Champion. Okay, look at the volume is big, of course, but you see there's something very suspicious here this morning about this stock. Let's put it in 1 minute so you can see them all. Look, within all of this huge volume that you see, you know, you're talking about strong volume, multiple trades. Okay, but you know, hey, look, I have some concern about this tower here. Look, this whole thing is on a down tick from $1.40 to $1.39. So it's a 3 million volume. So 3 million on one trade out of 4,466,000. And there's another one here that's 300,000. So okay, I feel like okay, I'm gonna put it here, TCIA. Okay, just to have a better look at it. Let's put it in 1 minute again, and so now we can see the real picture from today. So with I will diminish this volume right here. Okay, so we know that this is a big block. Okay, I'll take him in down about equal to most of the others. So there was 3 million there. There's another one here at 300,000, so that's 3,003,000. So I'm getting this one down, and there's another one, another 150,000 here. So we're almost 3,005,000. Okay. And Okay, so you see that there was more trade this morning besides those big things, and still it's a 1 minute chart, you know. So there are still many block at 60,000 and 50,000 here, and the stock went up and then went down after that. And if you look at the stock right now, I don't like it that much, because the stock went up because the steel went up, and but you know, my concern is that the stock has reached his resistance here, which happened to be his all-time resistance. So to me, you know, even though it would have broken by a couple of cents the 150, I would not consider it as a breakout, because it started a couple of days at 118. So 140 here and 145. No matter if it's a short-term breakout, the whole thing seems to be, to me, the end of the bullish cycle, and there's no way I would buy it today. And the stochastic is not really well. You know, there is no fluctuation because the stock has been very strong. So it's oversold, but actually the stochastic is a bullish signal. But you know, just because it's the all-time resistance, I mean, if you want to go for a day trade, there's only a 10 cents potential, and but the real potential will be when the stock stabilizes around 150, and then in one day breaks on over the next sideways formation that would happen at 150. RTE at the bottom, you think? RTY. Radiant? No, not yet. There's very little support here, but considering the fact that the stock is going down within a downtrend, it's been lasting for quite a while, until the beginning of 2018. So you know, under all consideration, it could be a bottom, but if it would go up, the buy would be at 90 and the resistance is as $1. So I don't think the stock is really interesting. I would simply wait until the stock goes up near $1, stabilize here, and pierces up. You know, something like a reversal like we have seen here, which we didn't yet there. Okay, it's a tough one, but at least it's got to stabilize under $1 and break out above $1. So this is all the time we had for you, folks, at this time. So thank you very much for attending. We'll catch you later.